especially with everything going on in the world today. We all are human. We all have emotions. So we all experience or had a time in our lives that we faced fears. Now, me personally, I've had a lot of fears that I had to overcome. And as with a lot of people, it was really, really hard for me to learn how to overcome that by myself. It's definitely a process, and it's not something that you can change overnight. With everybody in panic mode today and, going crazy, buying a whole bunch of products and, wearing masks, and everyone's trying to avoid contact with other people, which is great. We should all take serious precautions when it comes to trying to have social distance with others and just making sure that we're on top of our hygiene and staying as clean as possible. That's great. But what I also want to talk about is not having such a high fear of this virus and disease, or not even just this disease, just in general with life. Say you are going to interview for a job, you're going to have some fear over the job, maybe just even interviewing with your potential boss or the hiring manager. You're going to experience some fear. But there's definitely ways to go about the situation and to overcome that fear instead of already, setting up in your mind to be negative about it and to say, oh man, I'm so scared. I'm not going to know what to say. I don't know what I want to do. I may mess this up. All of those negative thoughts create negative actions. It's a cause and effect. So just as you're thinking things in your head, those things come out in action. So the first thing that I suggest is to think positive. You always, always, always have to think positive. So with my own personal experience of having fears, I was deeply, deeply afraid to pursue my career as a chef. I was scared to start my own business. I had the what ifs, oh gosh, what if nobody, supports me? What if nobody likes my food? What if people laugh at me and say, what does she think she's doing? She looks stupid. What if I'm in school and I don't make it through school and they're like, what are you doing? What were you thinking? Why are you even here? It was just so much negative thoughts, and it held me back for so many years because I just couldn't build up that courage and confidence within myself to go ahead and do something that I love to do. So fear is very powerful. And if you succumb to fear, it takes over you. It has power over you. We don't want anyone or anything or any emotion to take power over us. And it took me years to realize I didn't want anything to have power over me. I wanted to be in control of my life. I wanted to face my fears. I wanted to pursue my goals and my dreams. I realized if I kept living in fear that I would never know what could happen. Because there's what ifs I could feel. What if nobody supports me? What if people don't like my food? But then it's also on the other hand, well, what if people really do love my food? What if people are like, wow, I want to support her. She's doing what she loves. What if I was just born to do this? So me living in my purpose will make me successful either way. So there's the negative, and then there's also the positive. I chose after years that I wanted to see what this positive results could be like. I chose to start thinking differently. It's not easy. I had to literally start looking in the mirror every day and say to myself, even when I didn't believe it, you are a leader, Ashley. You got this. What? You the best chef out there. Even though there's tons of different chefs, there's tons of people in culinary, I would say in the mirror to myself, you got this, girl. What? Can't nobody do it like you? What are you waiting for? You're a leader. You're smart. You're successful. That's what you have to do in the mirror. That's the first thing. You look in the mirror every day and you tell yourself that you are great. You are blessed. You are talented. You are creative. You are wealthy. You're a king. You're a queen. You have to look in the mirror and say this. The more you repeat this to yourself every day, the more you will start to believe it. Speak positivity and light and affirm to yourself. That's the first tip. After I did that and I spoke this daily and I started to believe it, then I would start to get a book and write down what you want to do and what you don't want fear to prevent you from doing. So I started writing things down that I wanted to do when I became fearless. I talked about it as if it was already done. It was already happening. I am going to enroll in culinary school. I am going to have my own business. I am going to have a successful business. I'm going to be an entrepreneur and successful. I am a great chef. I am passing school with flying colors. I had to start writing this. So after I started speaking it, I started writing it daily. The more you embed positivity into your brain and into your life, the more positive things start to become into fruition. They become real because you're starting to put these things out there in the universe. So that's what I did. The third thing that I did, and what I suggest you do, keep positive, like-minded people around you. And if you notice that you don't have positive, like-minded people around you, then you need to get rid of those people and find a new set of supporters, friends, family. And if you don't know of anyone at that point, then just cut them all loose and focus on you. Take the time to build yourself. Take your time to heal. Take your time to reset your mind and meditate, pray, speak those positive things into existence. The right people at the right time will come into your life when they're needed. So after I did those things, I cut out those negative people in my life. I started to focus on myself. I started to heal myself. I started to write those positive things down, look in the mirror every day and tell myself who I am and what I wanted to become. That time, it was all about action. I wrote a plan down. First step, second step, third step. What did I need to do first in order to accomplish my biggest goals? Okay, I want to go to culinary school. What do I have to do? First thing, find a school, enroll. I did these things, and little by little, I started to knock them off the list, and it became easier the more I started to do it. And once I saw that I was able to accomplish the little fears that I had, it was even easier to start to address how to accomplish and overcome the big fears that I faced. Public speaking. I spoke at my old culinary schools the last graduation of last year. I was so afraid. I was afraid to share my story, but I knew that I needed to, and I knew that I wanted to. I know I had to do it, but I still had a fear about it. So I sat there and I meditated and I thought about it and I prayed. I said, you know what? Yes, I have fear, but what is bigger than this fear? I need to be able to speak my story to share with others so that they can feel inspired. Because if we all live in fear, we're all going to stay stagnant. No one wants to remain stagnant. There's people that remain stagnant because of their fear, but then there's people like, you know what? I'm uncomfortable. I don't like to be stagnant. I want to make it to the top. I know that my life is bigger than what it is right now. I know that I was born and created to do great things. When you start to think about that, that helps you to overcome the fears, because you know that your purpose and your life and the goals that you have and what you see yourself doing for others is bigger than your fears. When I realized that and I said, you know what, there's people out there that I really want to help. There's people out there that need to hear this. I'm a mom. I have 2 children. There's other moms and dads and single parents out there who have big dreams but are too scared and I can't do both. I can't raise my kids and try to pursue my dreams, or, I don't have the support system that I need, so how can I do it on my own? There's people like, I have all these bills. I can't afford to follow my dreams. You can and you will. Keep it in your head that whatever you want to do, if it's meant for you, God or the universe, whatever you believe in, that higher power, he or she will make a way for you. They will make a way for you right when you need it. All you have to do is start taking the steps. Because if you take the steps and start to become active in your purpose, that's when more doors will open for you. It took me a long time to figure out my purpose because I was blinded by everything else that other people wanted for me. You know, I'm tall. It was like, oh, go play basketball. Oh, do this. Oh, no, you need a city job. Oh, you need to do this. You need to do that. And I kept thinking to myself, well, what am I really here for? Like, why was I created? What am I supposed to do? What is my gift to the world? You look at others and you start to not even realize, and you kind of start to compare yourself like, well, dag, this person is still in high school, but they know exactly what they want to do in life. They already know that they want to be a lawyer. They already know like, I got my whole 10-year plan out. I'm going to go and do this. Nope, I'm going to be a fashion designer. I already know where I'm going. I already know what school I'm going to. And then I'm going to move here and I'm going to go do this. And then I'm going to have my family. Everybody has it set out, and you know, you're looking around like, well, dag, I don't know what I want to do yet. I don't know what I'm supposed to do yet. I went through that. And what I want to tell you is it's okay. Don't compare your journey to someone else's. Everybody has their own specific timeline, their own specific journey. It took me a long time. I mean, I was 30 when I finally realized, oh my gosh, this is what I'm supposed to do. Cooking is my passion. Cooking is what I was blessed to do. This is my gift to the world. This is my way to inspire others. This is my way to show love to people through food. Everybody has a gift. I don't care if your friends, so-called friends, I don't care if your family members or anyone else looks at you and tells you that you don't got it, you can't do it. I don't care if you share your dreams and your visions and somebody laughs at you and says you can't do it. Take that and use that as fuel to prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Because a lot of people, let me tell you something, they'll see the potential, the light in you, but they get so jealous and so wrapped up in their own envious thoughts and the whole, well, I don't want to see him or her, do better than me. She needs to stay down here and be miserable. He needs to, think that he can't do no better. Or even your boyfriend or girlfriend, you can be with them and they can still be jealous of you. They can still not want you to rise and be your greatest self. They could want you to stay stagnant so that they can feel good about themselves. Misery loves company. And I know you guys heard of that. It's very true. That's why I say to surround yourself with like-minded, light people full of love, people who want to help you succeed, people that will build you up. Those are the people that you want to surround yourself by. Those toxic people, leave them alone. Like, just leave them out of your life. You can wish them well and want the greatest for them, but they don't have to be in your life for that. Wish them well and it's on you, because your happiness is most important. And the more happy you are, the better you are to the world. Because once you figure out your life purpose and what your gift here is and what you were created to do, that is when you will bloom to your fullest potential. That is when people will start to reach out and say, wow, you really inspire me. They may not say something right away. You may take these steps, you may do the right things, you may be working and grinding, and people will just watch. They're full of light, and when you're living in your purpose, people will continue to watch you. And over time, I don't care how long it takes, people will start to reach out or start talking about you and may not even tell you, but they'll be like, did you see so-and-so? You see what he or she is doing? Wow, man, she's really doing this and that. She's not playing. She's really living in her dreams. She's really trying to strive for her goals. And that is what you want. That is the type of attention that you want. And that is the type of attention that you'll get when you overcome your fears. Fear is a very, very powerful, I call it the D word, the devil. It's very devilish. because fear is powerful and it wants to take a hold of you and it wants to keep you down, because it itself is like something almost of a jealousy where it's like, no, I don't want you to win. I want you to stay like this because then I can feed off of your energy more. That's just like those toxic people. They're energy vampires. They want to suck all of that good energy out of you and take it for themselves. No more. Make that decision today. I hope when you're watching this video, you'll think and be like, you know what? No more of that. I want to bloom. My whole movement is about blooming. And if you are looking at this channel and you're part of this inspiration series of mine, I want you to decide today to bloom with me. Bloom and live in your fullest potential. Figure out what your life purpose is. What did the universe, God, what were you created on this earth to do? How can you, with your talents and your blessings, inspire someone else? How can you uplift them from whatever situation that they're in and show them that it can too be possible with you? It's not just me. It's not just something special that I did and you can't do. You can do it too. You can accomplish your goals, whatever, through fear. But I don't let it get the best of me. I have people in my corner that build me up. They may be few and far in between, but all you need is that one person that can be around you and to be like, come on, no, you got this. You can do this. It speaks volumes, I'm telling you. And you don't know what other people may be going through. So constantly speak light into others. If they're willing to listen to you, speak light into them. Speak love into them, because everybody has a story. Everybody has something that they're going through that they're not talking about. Even those toxic, negative people, they're miserable because they're going through something, or they went through something that they feel is so tragic that they just can't get their mindset out of it. They don't see better for themselves. Be that light at the end of other people's tunnel. That is the whole point of blooming. And that is what I want you guys to do. I pray that you all got something out of this video today. Leave a comment down below if you found your purpose already, if you're living in your purpose, or if you just decided today to take that first step to overcome fear. Let me know where you're at right now in your life. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, keep blooming.